Sounds good.
Jessica, hello.
Hi, Lauren.
Welcome to Conspireality.
Thank you so much. I'm just always going to say thank you.
Yeah. Welcome to everyone who's listening. We have a lot to go over today, Jess. The note pages are thick.
Oh my God. So many. I do the notes app. I have lots of note apps.
I mean, I put page numbers on this time because I need to be able to shuffle quickly. Did you have a good Labor Day?
Yes. Very chill.
I was going to prep myself on what I would say to you. And I finally ordered something from TikTok that actually worked, a product, which we won't go into, but it was a breakthrough moment on Labor Day.
Like a household item?
No,
Child
like a
item?
skincare item.
Skincare. Okay. You can tell me later.
All right. So today,
Until we get paid, we won't be endorsing any products.
No endorsement deals. Right. I agree. So tonight we have a lot to cover. Bravo in the headlines. I mean, things are popping off.
As
Real
always.
Housewives of OC. The Valley we have to touch on just to send that one into the sunset.
Sick of it. Yeah.
And then also Real Housewives of Miami. 2 solid seasons, by the way.
Obsessed.
People are sleeping on Miami and they should not be.
No.
We've talked about this so many times.
It's top tier franchise.
Top tier. I agree.
Them in Salt Lake City.
I
Two
know.
faves.
Speaking of, so Bravo in the headlines. Salt Lake City is coming.
We got the trailer.
We got the trailer. What did you think?
It looked great.
Okay, so interesting. We've always thought Mary was going to be the one that was caught by the FBI for doing shady stuff. It seems like Lisa is now the one. Lisa Barlow.
It's always had
Weird
lawsuits
stuff.
in the background, weird thing. Any of these housewives that have their own businesses, there's always stuff.
Always.
Yeah.
Too good to be true is always the phrase with them.
Yes.
And Lisa Barlow throws around her money like crazy. And it's like, what are you actually making money on, Lisa?
Right.
Mary and Angie's team on the rocks. I know, so
I hate
sad.
that. No, I didn't like that in the trailer.
Whitney has red hair. Didn't even recognize it was her. I thought, who is this red-haired
Someone
girl?
commented, Whitney is very minimal in the trailer, and someone else wrote, thank God.
Oh my gosh. And then also Angie chose to launch her tequila collaboration. Did you see this? Mm-hmm. Which sent Lisa Barlow flying off the pin.
People were putting a mashup of her little cut of her commercial and then Lisa below it. They look alike. They're morphing into each other. I was actually confused who was the top person and who was the bottom one in the image.
I love it. Also, a couple of other things. So Paige is now filming Devil Wears Prada.
So cool.
She was
I saw
spotted.
that on
Good
set.
for her.
I know.
Also, Danielle has announced she's dating someone, which there's drama behind that.
Allegedly, he's married.
He's an Irish guy who's married, and she kind of knew that.
Yeah.
And she still posted and like soft launched their relationship.
But I think we texted about this. Is this going to be a situation of he's legally married,
right?
But he's been separated for 2 years. You know what I
Right.
mean? I hate when people come with that like technicality, and it's like everyone starts dating before the final. Lisa Hochstein has been with Jodi for how many years? And she literally finalizes her divorce on Miami. So yes, she's married,
Right.
dating.
And Danielle always gives pick me energy, but she's not dumb. You know, she wouldn't do that if it was a flat out affair vibe, you know?
Yeah.
I totally agree. And then they've started filming Summer House.
Yeah, I've been seeing clips. Lindsay was spotted.
Her body is amazing after giving birth. I'm like, what?
Oh, well, come on. If we knew we were about to be on like
TV show.
live TV, that's like one of the most popular shows on Bravo. I think we'd get it together and get like a personal trainer.
You would think.
Too.
She's got abs going out.
I know.
Like, damn,
yeah, she
girl.
did look great. She's still hanging with Aaron from Roni a lot. So there was still the speculation, will she be on or make some appearances?
Well, this is the thing though with TV. It's like you need a little leeway time to like pitch the pilot and test the pilot and greenlight the pilot. Like, so I'm sure they couldn't turn it around that fast.
Yeah, right.
They need a little bit of time. So we'll see. I mean, still time to get that one together. Do you want to jump right into Real Housewives of OC?
Yeah.
Okay, so we've not been around for a minute, so let's just jump right into the meat
Summer
of
break
it.
without meaning to.
Yes, Kiki Monique and the Kiki Monique of it all. So there's a lot of layers that are happening with this, and Katie.
This is peak OC storyline. I can't keep track of who told what, and then they're all lying to just various degrees of lying.
Right.
It's so confusing.
So here's what I think happened, and I would be curious to hear what team you're on, because there's a lot of teams as well.
Oh, yeah.
Some people are still backing Katie, which I'm like, come on, she's a liar.
No, she's definitely lying.
So they all went out to dinner, Jen, Gretchen, and Katie.
Yes.
And all the husbands were there. They all got a little bit of drunk, and they decided They decided to talk shit about Tamra, as they all do.
Yeah.
And Slade was actually the one who I think said the story that Gretchen was drugged at Naked Wasted, that episode, and decided to talk about it. And Gretchen maybe didn't clarify properly on what exactly happened.
Yeah.
So those that didn't watch, Naked Wasted, that episode of The Real Housewives of OC is pretty iconic.
14 to 15 years ago.
Yes. And it was before Me Too, it was before all of it. And Gretchen gets on there and she gets very drunk. And she's at a house party with Tamra and Vicky at the time. Yeah. And Tamra does say the infamous line of like, let's get her super drunk. That's not the weird part of the episode. The weird part is later on in the night, Gretchen actually gets pushed into a bathroom with Tamra's son, Ryan.
Who's like 21 at the time or something.
And he's getting like handsy with her in the bathroom. Yeah. As they film it.
Yeah.
And she's kind of saying back during that, they're catching the mic and they're saying, and she's saying, you know, I'm dating someone. Like, and she does a pretty good job of like fending him off.
Right.
That is really weird though, because they filmed that entire interaction and Gretchen was clearly very inebriated, but she was not roofie inebriated. Like,
no,
she was not like, I can't speak. She was coherent. She was like adjusting and all that, but she was very, very drunk. So all that is to say is like Bravo's got a lot of liability in that episode due to a variety of things that were happening. Not just that Gretchen got drunk, but because Ryan pushed her into the bathroom.
Right.
And it seemed like she was kind of saying no, but nobody was swooping in to help her. Yeah. Like you could sue on that episode alone.
Yeah. No, it's one of those where it's like, I've watched that live. I was watching OC. Yeah. And then you rewatch it now and you're like, this would never be okay.
Never.
Would have been so edited out. Right. Everyone would have like lawyered up.
But I think if you were going to sue or do something with that episode, if you're Gretchen and Slade, you would have done it already.
Yes.
And that's where I don't think she actually went to the hospital to find drugs in her system.
Yeah.
Because I think she would have done more over the 12 years that she hasn't been on television.
That she's had a vendetta against Tamra.
Right. She would have done more.
That's the part that is most like, when Gretchen goes, don't you think I would have used that years ago? Yeah. That is the biggest piece where I'm like, yeah, that is true.
Yeah. And I think the idea that, you know, they said it and kind of implied it, I don't think it's Katie's fault the way she said it to Kiki Monique, but I think it's problematic that she said it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I was like, I think it's problematic that she went to a blogger and said that.
Sure. But, you know, the idea that housewives love is that they're getting off on semantics. I never said I was roofied. Oh. Okay. But you implied everything but
that
the word roofie.
You got so drunk and don't know how you were so drunk. And then you felt ill.
And you went to the hospital and there were drugs in your system. Like you've basically just said the word roofied in 25 synonyms.
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy. So, but anyway, so that's my diagnosis. Now, the last thing I'll say before I want to get your take is Matt, Katie's husband, has been on some podcasts recently and he's like trying to like lay the groundwork. Yeah. Like he's coming out protecting his boo-boo. He's like, this is what happened. Yeah. And you know he hates this franchise and he hates this reality TV forum. So you know he's kind of like.
That's why I was shocked when I saw the clips. I was like, wait, Matt's on podcasts now too? Like he's like the most hating this husband, like housewife husband, like does not want the fame. And then when I saw him with the hat on doing the podcast, I was like, oh, we've come to that level.
Like Jessica, he hates it so much. I think he would come on our podcast just to like make sure he covered like all the groundwork, you know, like just to be like, let me hit everybody who wants to be asking me about this. Yeah. And so what he was saying is Slade said it at dinner and then Slade called him afterwards while they're filming to say, tell Katie to stop talking about it. And basically, he also mentioned that Slade had Alex Baskin on the line, like, who was putting pressure on Slade,
producer,
to make sure that Slade, you know, course corrected this narrative about Gretchen that she was drugged.
Yeah, because I'm thinking Slade, like you said, they didn't so much as say the word roofie probably at that dinner, but they implied it. And then I think Slade and Gretchen went, "Oh my God, Tamra's gonna sue us for like." Libel, defamation, whatever.
Right.
One makes sense in that case because, and then that makes me think there's no way she was actually drugged. Like they then backtrack so hard, they knew that it was incorrect. Like false what they were saying.
And here's the thing. Alex Baskin is like the Wizard of Oz. He is the wizard behind the curtain of Bravo.
Yeah.
He's not calling Slade. I'm sorry, he's not.
No. Slade, who hasn't been on Bravo in 14 years.
Yeah.
Like, no.
He's sending his intern.
Yeah. Yeah.
To like go call Slade and like try and convince him to stop talking about it, you know?
Yeah.
So that detail alone, I'm like, oh, he's lying.
Sounded made up. Yeah.
Like Alex Baskin is letting Jax on his podcast announce that he had a coke problem. Alex Baskin's not like, you know, getting in some fight from 12 years ago about he said, she said. Yeah. That's my take on the whole situation. Yeah. I don't know if you...
Yeah, no. So that's where it's like everyone is a different degree of lying in this. Mm-hmm. Gretchen is lying that she never said it because she alluded to it for sure. Right. Katie wouldn't. That is a wild story to make up out of absolutely thin air.
Right.
Katie then lied. She completely went to a blogger and told the story.
Right.
Like, so everyone's just like...
Well, the other thing, too, is like there's a lot of people who are very team Katie in this. And I'm like shocked.
Did you see Tamra and Katie are friends?
Oh, of course.
They've bonded together post-reunion, I guess.
Of course. I saw that.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. That's right.
And then we have little Jen with her doe eyes. I don't think Jen's lying. I literally don't think she was paying attention when the story was being told. And then she just does not remember I really don't think she's like covering for Gretchen.
I know. She's too busy thinking about like what her next workout is going to be like and what she's going to
white
post.
Bikini she's going to get married in.
Yeah. I think it's just weird. Okay, so Craig Conover was this, right? Where are you lying if you believe what you're saying to the end of the earth? Like, if I really think that your dress is red, and I think that thoroughly in my mind, am I actually lying?
Yeah.
That's how I think Katie is.
Yes, I'll answer for you. I don't care if someone is so convinced of something. If it's not true, it's not true.
I know. But it's Craig Conover. Like, and we give Craig a pass, and people are giving Katie a pass now.
I'm no longer giving Craig a pass. I just want to put that out there for the next season of Southern Charm.
Because he's a storyteller.
Yeah. And what was his line? I'm a
lawyer and a
storyteller. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So now the rumor is the women do not want to film with Katie.
And I heard that this most recent episode is the last week. She actually took a production break and they did not film with her for a bit. So we actually aren't going to see her in the next few episodes.
Yeah, because they go to Amsterdam as like a...
And she doesn't even go on that trip?
No. She wanted to go, she said, to a podcast. Again, it's like, Katie, stop talking to the podcast.
Of course she wanted to go. It's a free trip to Amsterdam.
Right. So she wanted to go, but she said that Bravo production actually said,
You need a breather.
You need a break. You need to stop. Because this is like Monica all over again from Salt Lake City.
One person just gets
like leaking constantly.
Yeah, singled out. Oh, Monica was way worse, though.
So what did you think of the lie detector test at the Persian New Year?
Totally faked.
Shut up. You thought it was fake?
Yes. Did you not see that the one guy has been on multiple shows doing lie detectors?
But what if he's just, that's his job? Like,
it is his job and he obviously lives in LA, whatever. But like the fact that he has signed so many waivers that he will appear, his company is like we'll be on your reality show and do a lie detector.
So do you think the results were fake?
Yeah.
Shut up.
They literally showed a clip of Gretchen. Okay, maybe she wasn't like set up on with the cords yet, but they said, have you ever done a lie detector? And Gretchen's like, nope. And they cut to her and Slade did marriage boot camp and her and Slade did lie detector tests. It's like, so you just lied. You've done a lie detector test before on TV.
Jessica, I did not think this. I feel like the people who believe that the lie detector test was fake are conspiracy theorists in life.
Well, consider me one because
I'm like, welcome to the dark side.
I always forget, but I thought they are no longer admissible in court. I'm gonna have to check that.
Well, I will say, if it wasn't,
that's where I don't believe them.
But if the lie detector test was not fake, I don't know, but fake or not, but they got some things wrong, like Tamra saying she was on the spectrum.
Oh yeah.
You know, Gretchen said something and they caught her. Like it was wrong.
So it showed they were able to either. Maybe they were so convinced that was the truth, they were able to
Sure, right. Again, though.
Yeah.
Also, I think Katie on the after show is now trying to say she had massive anxiety that day.
Yeah. Oh, well, she was already building up for that.
Amping that up.
And the lady even goes, it won't pick up on anxiety.
And she's like, I was having an anxiety attack.
I'm like, but it would, because if you're really anxious, isn't your heart racing?
Yeah.
And like, that's the thing. You're sweating. It literally said it did moisture on your hands.
Weird though, because Katie didn't know that there was going to be a lie detector test, and she was like going to the bathroom to like fake throw up and stuff.
Right.
I mean, let's be clear. Bravo catches when you throw up. They record.
You're mic'd up.
You're mic'd up.
They're always going to know.
We didn't hear the throw up. We did not. So that was fake.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I mean, this is like, to me, this should rock this franchise, but it's not, because Tamra is becoming friends with her. You know what I mean? And making sure that she can kind of barrel through Gretchen with this moment.
And everyone was saying, and it was so true. In the moment, I even caught it when Emily is like, Katie, you should leave. They were like, Emily was trying to have her like soundbite moment.
Her Meredith Marks moment.
And
you can leave.
Everyone's like, that felt real flat, Emily. Like, not iconic. And like, not the Heather Dubrow to Shannon about like getting out of her house. It's like, no, Emily, that one isn't going to be like down in the history
Or what, it was a bye, Kyle.
Oh, yeah. Goodbye, Kyle. I mean, that was the best.
Oh my God.
That just reminded me. I follow Kyle Richards on Instagram. She posted, I think it's Nikki Hilton has a doormat. Her niece has a doormat that says goodbye.
Oh God.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
I love that her niece they're just leaning into that joke.
The merch.
Yeah.
All right. So some other things. Let's talk about the fatty photo with Jen and Tamra.
It's a former fatty photo, I believe. They love the alliteration.
Oh, so first of all, I don't think Jen is trying to be Tamra. I think that's what everybody looks like there.
Yeah. Hilarious. Tamra being like, you're blonde and in shape. You're trying to be me.
I know. And I think the other thing too that's really annoying is like the fatty photo, she's not that fat.
No.
That's the part that I'm like, am I my current fatty photo?
Yeah, I know. I'm currently my before.
I mean, when her and Ryan were working out, when they were doing that workout, she was so thin, and she's like, I'm nowhere near.
She was pissing me off with that.
Wedding ready.
I know. She looked so tiny. I was like, okay. I just kind of felt like she kept saying that like for him to tell her.
Right. No, you're not.
Like, come on, Jen. You know that can't look good when you are like so in shape.
Right.
You're saying you're not wedding ready. I was like,
yeah. I mean, they really need to do a workout like program, I would say, because they're so in shape.
Tamra will lose it if that's her and Eddie's thing.
Oh my gosh. So we cut right to like the meat of everything, but let's take a couple steps back to Mardi Gras.
Well, it wasn't even Mardi Gras. They were just in New Orleans.
Jessica, that's what I was going to say to you.
It wasn't even Mardi Gras.
Why are we going to New Orleans like 4 weeks after the main event, aka Mardi Gras?
I think it honestly would have been way too wild to film. I don't think they could have filmed during Mardi Gras.
Maybe, and then they would have to get all those people like talent releases and stuff.
Oh my God, and everyone's like flashing. I mean, the nudity, the blurring they'd have to do, it would just never work.
Yeah.
But fun story, I went on that exact gator tour they did.
Oh, you did?
Yep, my friend's bachelorette was there, and we did the same gator tour. Literally, like the photos they were taking in front of the like fake alligators. Like there's like a staged thing where you all stand in front of it and like act scared. I was like, I was at that exact gator tour.
Oh my God, Jessica, you're brushed with fame.
I know.
Okay, so on this trip, the main thing that happened, which I want to talk about, is that Tamra basically like fake quits on the trip.
For all of 24 hours.
I mean, that was really embarrassing. Do you remember when they were filming and we all saw that post on Tamra's Instagram?
And we were all like, oh.
We're like, no.
Yeah. And
she's quitting.
She's right back.
Like a week later. Like not even like.
No, like I think she got home and they like filmed a scene like the next day. Like her meeting Heather was like a day later.
I know. And then so she admits that she was on Xanax and had something to drink.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole thing with Tamra this season is not a good look.
No.
And the one thing with her drinking that I'm curious if you saw it, when they were at the Mardi Gras, getting ready to go down to Mardi Gras at the house, Tamra kind of walks into the house because she's trying to process the fact that her and Teddy were just there and she's got a lot of emotion. And she kind of pulls this like small little teeny bottle of alcohol like out of her purse.
I did not see that.
Yes, Jessica. And I was like, is she going to really shoot that right now?
Yeah.
Because I think she's using alcohol to cope with the Teddy situation and definitely Xanax.
Well, I mean, I completely clocked the one before Shannon even said it, where she went to go see Shannon and she was holding like a glass and Shannon's like, what is that? And she's like, water. And they kind of look, I was like,
it was wine.
It was like Prosecco. It was yellowy. I was like, she's trying to, so she's lying that it's not alcohol.
Well, I think she was like kind of trying to joke during that. But I was so happy when Gina called out Tamra finally, like full on the nose, like, and you were a slosh.
Yeah.
I appreciated that. I'm like ready for the next generation of housewife shows where we start to like break the fourth wall in a way where it's a little bit like more direct. Like I think this season has been a lot about like Katie talking to the bloggers, and it's like we've been trying to act like that this is reality TV in the pure sense of the form, and it's not. Like they're hyping podcasts, they're talking to bloggers. Like let's just start bringing that more into like the storyline.
All of that, as far as I know, the timeline too wasn't that dinner before they even filmed. So it's like this is all pre-filming these convos. I get it that if they truly do hang out, which I like when a cast truly hangs out when they're outside of filming, but like the focal point of the season can't be stuff that happened 2 months prior to filming.
Yeah, right.
It's like we weren't there. We didn't catch any of it. Like I want that dinner to have been filmed and we can cut to the audio of did Gretchen say it?
Yeah, right.
That's where it's like I hate that this is like before our time and we don't really know what to believe.
But I mean, like Tamra saying too, like, do we have a car for me when she was like super blacked out? I mean, that was hilarious. Like I was so embarrassed for her, but I was also like, I appreciate that there's just now starting to show some of this stuff. Like in how these women actually act. You know, just the less veneer version of them.
But and then I think Gina called it out. Tamra is saying it's mental health. I have too much going on. And Gina's like, and your first thought is to do like Instagram stories to announce if you're truly having too much. You don't need to announce to the world you've quit. Like, it's so performative.
Yes, I agree.
Tamra is always the one that wants to storm off. And then she's like, who chases after me? Like, that's where she got so pissed when she's like, no one called me. It was like, no one cares. She's the boy who cried wolf. And like, just runs off and they're all like, she'll be back.
Which that was pretty interesting watching Tamra and Heather fight, by the way.
Yeah.
I kind of like noted that. Like, we've never seen
rare.
them. They're usually very in lockstep to make sure that they preserve.
Everyone says it's because Heather knows don't get Tamra on your bad side.
Yeah, right.
It's not like a true friendship. And Heather just does not want Tamra going low on her. She could, I'm sure.
Also funny that it was revealed that Heather wants to actually be on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
She's like, I live there.
We're all like, yeah, we know. Move on.
But Tamra then admitted, she goes, she wants to be with the rich girls. I was like, oh, so we're admitting that OC's gone a little down.
Yep, it is.
Down in the median income.
Oh my gosh. Well, it'll be interesting to see how the reunion happens because now with Katie out of the picture, what are they going to do? They're just going to talk about Katie the entire time. Now with Katie gone.
She goes to the reunion.
Right. So how will Andy like make it through this? Because I think with Monica and Salt Lake, they were severing that tie. The cast was clearly showing that they
were like, we refuse.
We're never going to with this woman. And so that was what the reunion was about, like trying to give her a little bit of, you know, exit grace.
Yeah.
Now it's like, if Tamara's like bonded with Katie, like, is Katie going to still be around?
Great question.
We will see.
Katie does want the limelight, so she's doing everything she can to hold on for another season. Like, she does love it.
Anyway, all right. Should we go to, what should we do? Real Housewives of Miami, or do you want to hit on Valley?
Oh, sure. Let's just... I just keep trying to forget the Valley.
Okay.
It feels forever ago, but it was part 3 of the reunion.
Of the Valley. We have to close out to give the show its due.
Okay.
So there's nothing.
So there's nothing to talk about
in the reunion. I mean, we did not need a 3-part to this. We're really like scraping the bottom of the barrel. The only thing I wanted to bring up to you on the Valley final edit on the reunion is, first of all, 2 things. One is that Jesse's girlfriend, Nicole, what's her name? Lacey
Nicole or
Lacey
something?
Nicole Lacey. I can't figure out. It's 2 first names. So she came in after they wrapped editing. This was like the juiciest part of the entire
Zen party.
At the Zen party. And during that edit, apparently her and Michelle got into a huge fight. And then there was a little bit of like an altercation. And she went on social media and posted and cleared up what had happened there. Did you see this?
No.
Apparently, she got into a fight with Michelle. She is not pressing any sort of legal charges against Michelle.
Okay. Not physical.
No. But Aaron, Michelle's now ex-boyfriend, kind of groped her.
What?
Yes, Jessica. And Jasmine has a video of it.
Oh.
And that's what happened at the end of their Zen party. And
groped her like... during the altercation, trying to get her away from Michelle?
No, I think like...
or literally
like
just...
slid a hand around her back. Like kind of like that. And
because I was like, that's not fair if it was getting heated and he went to kind of just get her.
Sure.
If they were getting in each other's face and then she's trying to claim.
Right. But Jasmine has footage of it. Okay. And then Michelle went and begged Jasmine to delete it. This is what this Lacey Nicole, I wrote it down, is her name, said. And it was like all written out. And I was like, dang. That should have been the reunion. And that's, I think, what Andy, did you see this? When he got so mad at Jesse. That was the other part that we have to hit on. He got so mad at Jesse. He said, it was weirdly like, I would have put a mic on her.
Yeah. I think Andy had just reached his like breaking point of Jesse trying to claim she doesn't want to be involved and like, don't bring her up. And like, he's clearly defending her. It's his girlfriend. But she clearly is pretty happy to do lawsuits and get lawyers
or come
involved.
To the party.
And that's where Andy goes, you don't get to show up to the cast party. Yeah. Like I would have had a camera and a mic on her. So like, Jesse, you don't know shit. Like, don't say that.
Because and all I can think, Jessica, is like, Valley's filming again. Did you see that?
No.
It's filming.
They're already filming?
I think they're getting ready to. Sorry. Not filming. And Brittany's got a boyfriend. That's the other thing.
Who's also allegedly married.
Shut up.
Yes. It was her and Danielle in the headlines. And again, I was like, I haven't done any research. I'm like, watch, it's another.
Jack's his friend.
No, watch is just another. He's separated. And it's not like. Because are her and Jack's legally divorced? I think Brittany's married too. You know what I mean? It's like, whatever.
Right. I agree with that. So, but the only thing I think of is like, this cannot be what it gets talked about next season. Because again, it's some off-camera moment.
Do you think Michelle is back?
Oh, you think
we thought she was going to get the boot. Maybe will it be more interesting that she's not with Aaron? Can she ever be interesting?
Maybe we'll watch the breakup.
Watch her move out. Oh my God.
I just hope I want to call this. I want to memorialize it that like this is what they're going to talk about like now because
put it on record.
The Valley cannot figure out how to like bring stuff forward in a normal, non-legal way. It's always legally tinged and it's always happened off camera. Oh my God. Well, I mean, thank God that show is over. Let's just say it like that.
Yeah.
Too dark.
I just couldn't. I couldn't anymore. The whole attacking Danny, all this like sexual assault allegations. Where do they go?
And it's not a good look. I mean, like Andy was kind of defending Danny, which with all of their problems, it's like he should have stayed more neutral.
Right.
I mean, Bravo has liabilities like in all of this stuff. And the fact that Andy kind of like, he takes the viewer's side, but he should be more neutral. Yeah. In the words of when you're using sexual assault,
Yeah. Ugh. Oh, yeah.
Anyway.
Okay, well, done with that one.
Let's go to Real Housewives of Miami.
Yes.
All right, so there's some weird stuff happening that's like also in the news that we have to like hit on. First of all, Alexia's ex-husband, I'm not exactly sure.
Again, are they together?
Are they or aren't they? He has a lot to say about this season.
Didn't you say he's suing?
He's suing Bravo, the production company.
Speaking of like liability that they always have.
So for those that didn't see, Todd is saying he's going to sue the production company of Real Housewives of Miami for slandering him because they don't have any storylines. This is his words.
Yeah.
They don't have any storylines to hit on this season. And they are basically warping his story into some concocted thing for views.
So first of all, Todd, that's slander against Bravo because there are so many storylines.
You're
that's
slandering
not true.
Slander. You're slandering the term slander.
I love how he thinks he's not the focal point of the season.
No.
At all.
No.
He was mentioned in like the first few episodes and then it was done. So the fact he keeps saying like they're bringing me up, it's like no, they're not.
I totally agree. And then he posted a 10-minute video on how he was like coming to the conclusion to sue.
Isn't that his classic? Remember he did a like 8-minute apology video to Nicole's now husband, but like fiance at the time. Do you remember?
10 minutes.
I was like, I didn't really need the 8-minute video apology. Like it was the weirdest thing. Like why he busts out a camera and does these long videos.
Jessica, you could have like said, listen to this juicy piece of gossip. If it went on for 10 minutes, I would have been like, no.
I can't.
Like shorten it.
I need AI to summarize it for me at the top. Like no attention span.
Oh my gosh. So yes. So he's now suing Bravo, which in itself is creating a story, which he doesn't seem to kind of get. It's like backfiring on him.
He hates it. He's acting like he hates it and he loves it.
Right. They're all John Jansons at the end of the day.
Secret John Jansen.
All right. The other thing that I want to talk about is this freaking private plane.
The plane. Jetiquette.
We've never like heard of a plane making such like the plane should have its own orange at this point. Like we've talked about the plane so much. The plane is big. First of all, we'd had that wrong last time we talked. We thought, the plane can only seat so many people. Yeah. No, it can seat the full breadth of all of them. We've never had a housewife who uses the plane with such like 13-year-old middle school. Yeah. Like, let me like navigate this friend group with my plane.
Yeah.
And talk about it so much.
Did you see though Todd bashing? I think you sent it to me.
Yes.
Todd bashing her. And I was like, he's actually hitting the nail on the head with like how she showcases her wealth and how.
Yes.
And you said, you think it might be a Stephanie takedown.
Yes.
Like there might be FBI in another season or two.
Well, so let me tell you, remember that housewife Anna from Real Housewives of Miami? Who did she have the feud with? Marisol? It was like a big, like very long lost feud with some of them. Her name is Anna.
She was only in like season 1 or 2.
Yes. Yeah. So she has a podcast similar to us, and she talks about all of the housewives. Specifically Miami. So what's happening with her is she's brought up a lot of times with Stephanie about how Stephanie can't pay back their debts. And Stephanie spends money faster than Shoma Group can make it.
Yeah.
And Stephanie is, fake wealthy and all this stuff. To the point now Stephanie is suing her.
Todd claimed that Stephanie's house is in foreclosure.
Yes. So I'm like, is Bravo just like in bed with the FBI and they're like, what housewife should we bring on next to like double check their like spending and their taxes and their wealth?
We need like forensic accountants to like look into these housewives. It's so intense when they have these businesses and these weird things they're doing.
Yeah. And I think
they always have an explanation.
Right.
Stephanie will have an explanation for why her house is in foreclosure. Like it's just, I'm like, how do they get them? They like weasel their way out of it. I don't understand.
The other thing happening with Stephanie right now, I don't know if you saw this, but first of all, she is getting dragged on her outfit choices. Like people are like, you can't be this wealthy and like show up looking like shit every single time.
No, I didn't see
I don't think she looks bad.
No,
I think though she's really short, and I think that's really hard to dress.
Okay.
She's like really, really short.
Yeah, she does look tiny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other thing is that she posted this cryptic thing of saying like that she might be leaving Real Housewives of Miami. Okay. So she's one and done with the season. I don't know. I don't know if that's true.
Maybe because she knows someone sniffing around.
The FBI is on
She's like,
her.
I can't actually show my money anymore. So they're on to me.
I mean, it's just interesting. Let's go back to travel, right? So they get to Seville. How do you say it?
Well, Sevilla, but Seville, yeah.
Which one is supposed to be right?
Well, Sevilla is how Spaniards would say it.
Jessica and I went to Sevilla once on a high school trip.
Lauren just didn't know how to say the town she was in.
Well, I'm like, I feel like I said it right back then. Anyway, so they get to Sevilla.
Yeah, whichever. Just one of them.
And then they move to Marbella, right? Now, this Marbella trip, I want to talk about it. So there's a couple of things associated with it.
Oh my gosh.
First of all, the plane. Let's just hit on that. So clearly, Stephanie is doing too much with this plane, and Marisol is like, I can't be a part of this anymore.
Doing too much.
This is the difference between, I hate to say it, but old money and new money. Yeah. Marisol is like old money, and she's like, I can't be bothered with like the talk about the plane and who gets to ride on it. This is
disgusting to me.
Yes, exactly. Which that's really interesting. And then they get to this kind of villa. It's called Villa Mona. Now the big thing I found out, Jessica, is those men did not own that villa.
What?
It's like an Airbnb. You can rent it.
Stop it. I thought that was their house.
Yes. No, it was not. Now, it costs a lot to rent that place.
Because Julie even said, we come here so they rent it every summer? Oh my God.
Oh my gosh. Stop. I was going to land that one right off the bat for you because I was Googling that. I'm like, damn, that place is nice.
They zoomed in on that like house plaque. I literally meant to like look up like what did it sell for, and that's interesting. It popped up on Airbnb.
It's called Villa Mona, and it's $50,000 a week to rent. So let's be clear, it's not cheap. Those people are not cheap for renting it.
Right.
It was a lot, and it was also rented. So
and the way the like housewives were going on and on, like your beautiful
But did you catch that guy, the owner of it,
Oh, yeah.
the Godfather,
what did he
didn't really say anything back.
Oh, okay.
He kind of skirted past it.
Oh, okay.
So maybe he said it off camera, but he did not say it on it.
I want to almost rewatch that knowing and see if I can catch how they spoke about the home. Okay.
And then, so the second thing is that she goes there, right? We go there to get his blessing as like the Godfather.
Yeah.
But Martina was like not around.
Nor was the other Godfather.
Yeah, I know.
Like, talk about this just being for show.
I know. And they kept saying like, well, this is Julia's like biggest moment of her life. And it's like, no, it's not. Her wife isn't even there.
Yeah.
She called Martina and Martina's like, my arm is falling off.
She's like, I gotta go.
Do you remember that?
Yeah. She's like holding one of the boys. She's like, I gotta go.
So anyway, Marbella, it shockingly goes quite well.
Yeah.
Back at home, Alexia and Maricel are calling who? Richard Branson.
Yeah.
I was like, is this really happening? I mean, that's why if you don't watch Housewives of Miami, like you need to tune in. They're literally going
connected.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're going to stay. What are they staying at? His boat?
Well, did you see the preview clip?
No, what's happening?
Yes. Okay. So that whole thing, I was like, oh my God. I mean, he owns Virgin, like Atlantic, airline. Of course, he has that private island.
Yeah.
I was like, holy cow, like they're going on his like mega yacht. I'm sure he has a yacht. No, they're going on like a Virgin Atlantic cruise. They're like with the public.
That's what I thought.
I was like, holy cow, like Marisol's that connected to Richard Branson, and then he's inviting them on on his cruise line to give promotion to his cruises.
Right.
It's like a carnival. Like it's for you and I could buy tickets for his cruise lines. Like they're huge.
Oh my God, Jessica,
they're part of Virgin Travel.
Because I was thinking, I'm like, well, why is she not dropped this connection before?
Yeah. So there's a real big asterisk.
Yeah, right.
But she was FaceTiming with him. I mean, I guess she knows him well enough.
Right. Anyway, so that I thought was hilarious when Richard Branson pops up. Also, like a cutback, like not a main like plot point, but like, oh, what was Maricel doing? Oh, she was just talking to,
just chatting to Richard, what did she call him, Dick?
Dick. Oh my God, that's so Maricel.
Yeah.
The other area I wanted to talk about is Adriana and the word ratchet versus wretched. Oh my God,
that was funny.
Did you think she said the correct word?
I thought she said ratchet.
Yes. I know.
I think it was maybe a genius cover story.
Right. So
Adriana is very intelligent, and wretched would be in her vocab.
Right. Ratchet, I don't think would be. I don't think she would know what that means.
It truly sounded like she said ratchet.
I know.
But
everyone was freaking out saying it was like a microaggression.
Oh, totally.
Racism to max. And Bravo was like, not doing a good job of like handling it. So I agree with you. It could be like a fabulous like cover story.
Yeah, like what word sounds like that and also makes sense in the sentence?
But they kind of swept it quickly under the rug for how shocking
Kiki
it was.
So like pissed, and then Adriana apologized and she was like over it. I was like, okay. I love Kiki so much.
I know. She deserves
how is she not
main character?
Yeah.
I agree.
When she shared all that story about like family members, like she's sponsoring so many to come to the States.
Yes.
And then like others were getting mad at her because she's like, I can't afford everybody to come over.
Well, and it's so timely right now in like the US to be talking about some of that and like sharing that story.
Immigration stuff.
Yeah. I agree. And I think, that dinner though, as a whole was very, I would say, embarrassing. The tip-top embarrassing moment of that dinner was when Lisa decided to walk around at the very end and apologize to everybody in the room and then proceed to give everybody drinks on the house.
Which I'm sure she didn't pay for.
No, I'm sure she did not pay for any of that.
No, my favorite part was Stephanie getting up in a huff saying, I'm leaving. This is so embarrassing. And then Adriana standing up too. And Stephanie's like, you're not coming with me. It was pure chaos. And then Alexia going, I don't want anyone to know we're American. Like, isn't that always the way when
like you have cameras in your face? Of course they know you're American.
Isn't that always the way though when you're traveling in Europe? I am very conscious of that like stereotype.
I
don't want to be the loud person there.
Wait, should I be?
Well, most Europeans hate us, yes.
All right, so I want to move to Larsa Pippen. So the internet was on fire about this, and I'm like curious to hear your thoughts. The photo of Marcus doing cocaine, where was it? On his vacation?
So I think he's in Europe. He's somewhere. Yeah. I think.
The big thing is that did Larsa send the photo to the...
How would Larsa have that photo?
I agree.
They were broken up. She wasn't there with him, took it, and then like used it months later in a breakup.
I agree. The only thing I could think of is a fan maybe sent it to Larsa, and Larsa gave that fan the hookup.
I still think it was just a paparazzi, but Jodi, Lisa's boyfriend, is trying to claim Larsa called the paparazzi to go get the photo.
Oh.
But again, how would she know exactly where he was if they were broken up, that he was doing that out in public?
Yeah.
There's too many. I don't know how Larsa could have been.
I don't think Larsa's that smart either.
No. Sounds like too much admin.
I know. No. Too many DMs had to be sent.
That time, like, Gertie put up the things, like, Larsa literally went, that's too much to read. She literally said that. You think she's doing all that? No.
It's so weird, though, because they just breezed on right past that. Yeah. And the internet caught it, Reddit was like, what the heck? Did she send that photo to him?
Right.
I mean, literally, we went on and on about Heather Dubrow's Disney photos. And that was just like a fake photo shoot.
Yeah, of her and Terry looking happy.
But meanwhile, this is of somebody, like an ex-boyfriend doing like coke.
I know that he was really coming for her after the breakup, so I'm sure she doesn't like him right now. But doesn't that also just kind of look bad on you that you guys dated that long? I bet you knew he was doing that. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't think it looks great for Larsa.
Right. It's not like it's...
that he is doing coke out in the open.
Yeah, right.
Like,
so obviously.
And you dated him for 2 years? Like, you probably were aware.
What did you think of Lisa unfollowing him?
So stupid.
So stupid. And she went back to the hotel room and she just hit follow.
She probably followed back, yeah. Also, Lisa was so drunk in Marbella giving that speech.
Yeah.
She is a mess.
She's a mess. So one of the main things that happens like more earlier on that we're probably not going to go into much, but is the fact that Lisa kind of has to travel on her own to get to Seville. And
she missed her flight.
And everyone gets mad at her because it's like she wasn't communicating with them, right?
Yeah.
Like she wasn't texting with them. All I could think was that Lisa was fighting for her damn life during that entire travel experience.
I was like, the fact they had no footage of it, she truly was alone. And can you picture her getting on a train? She had like 5 bags. How did she do that? Yeah, and she does not speak Spanish.
I know.
At least if it was one of the women that's fluent.
I feel like production was totally punishing her.
Yeah, I think they were like, you were late. We're not helping you. Like, figure out your own travel.
And she had Jodi on FaceTime, like translating to people. Like, tell him I need help with the bag.
¿Dónde está Sevilla?
I know. Like, Jodi was helping her in some way during that entire
she was
deal.
Just frantically calling him.
Yeah, the girls were like, you didn't text us. I'm like, she was fighting for her life. She was fighting for her life.
She probably didn't have like a working phone when she landed. She didn't get the right SIM card.
Didn't pay for the travel plan.
Yeah.
Anyway, I mean, it's just such a good season. Oh, the other thing I was going to tell you, which I sent you on, and Reddit totally uncovered this. I cannot take credit for it. Was Julia and her background.
Oh.
It's so weird.
I mean, there should be a movie if all that's true.
Okay, so
about her backstory.
For those that don't know, Julia, one of the housewives, one of the kookier housewives on Real Housewives of Miami. There was a big article that was written about.
Nice word for her.
Big article written about her ex-husband, I want to say. Mm-hmm. And he was a big financier in New York, and he was found dead one day, covered in a latex suit in a hotel room. Sex act gone wrong was how they played it.
Yeah.
So this big article was written about him and his backstory. And of course it involved Julia for a very small segment of the article, because it's just, he's old money, he's old boys club. He was clearly like doing,
but they'd been like separated for a while.
Yeah. And this was recent, this article. It was like a retroactive history of this man in the latex suit, they called it. So the big thing that it says during the entire article is that Julia had a child with him. That was her first child, which we know of through Bravo, that she had a child.
Yeah.
And she was dating this man, and she said she was pregnant by his baby, this financier. But the financier had Julia followed by a private investigator, and she was sleeping with 2 other men at the time. Mm-hmm. And so
basically he wanted to not claim like paternity.
Right, paternity. Yeah. So basically those 2 other, finding out that she was sleeping with more than just him, he basically like unclaimed the child, right, that he was going to say was his son. And then there was a nanny who Julia had working for her, a Bulgarian nanny, and she caused the death of her child by shaking it.
Yeah.
Which Julia implied was murder done by the financier.
Yeah.
Who died.
Because then the nanny disappeared.
Yes. And they were never able to find her or press charges against her.
Isn't
that crazy?
Wild. I mean, it sounds like a Lifetime movie. It doesn't sound like real life.
And we have never heard about this on Bravo. This was done
only about the son who died by a caretaker. Like that was mentioned in the first season. That
baby
Julia
who died. We've heard about that.
Yeah.
Horrible story, but not all of the dirty laundry associated with this financier.
And that Julia thinks the father had played a role in it, like hired
in the murdering
the
of the baby. I mean, it's just like insane. Shocking.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. No, that was a trip. That was a read when you sent that to me.
And I think it was published by Vanity Fair or somebody like pretty reputable.
Really?
This was not a gossip blog. This was
didn't know what the next sentence was going to be. That whole article. Like, what comes next?
The last thing I want to talk about with Julia is, what did you think is going on with her daughters, which is clearly becoming a storyline?
Yeah, it sounds like she just did not keep them in the loop at all, and then suddenly adopted 2 really young boys, and the girls are both like college age.
Mm-hmm.
They don't live. I'm confused of all the relationships.
So Reddit has like a couple series about what has happened there. One is that the girls view it that these boys are now going to take whatever inheritance that they're, because the boys are going to be so young when Julia and Martina pass.
Yeah. Or responsibility is going to fall on them.
That was the other one that
care for them.
Mm-hmm,
that's true.
And so they're pissed, not just because Julia adopted kids, but because the logistics don't work out.
Yeah.
It's like, this is going to fall to them.
Julia's low 50s?
High 50s.
Oh.
Martina's 70.
Yeah. Yeah. I knew Martina was older.
So I don't,
And they adopted a 3 and a 1-year-old.
Right.
Not like a 15 and a 17-year-old.
Right. Right. So anyway, it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. Julia's clearly making that more and more her like storyline, right? With the godparent and trying to get him to help mend the relationship.
Yeah.
So anyway, I mean, we'll see how that kind of all works out. It's interesting. This cast in this season has so much going on that like things that would have been the entire season for other franchises are now just like we're past it already.
Oh, yeah.
Like the Gertie screenshots showing them of Julia, the text messages.
I almost blanked on who did it when I was trying to say the one Larsa couldn't read. I was like, who did that? Like that was
just like, okay, on to
the next feud. I know.
If you're not watching Miami, you need to, because it's just like every storyline is happening.
Is my like absolute favorite right now. I'm more excited for Miami every week than OC. Like easily.
Yeah, totally. Anything else in Bravo?
I don't think so. We had a lot to catch up on.
I know. I have like pages. I'm trying to like sift through them all.
Make sure your numbers are in order, Laura.
Yeah, right. I think we got it all. I mean, I cannot wait for Salt Lake City. So happy that's coming back.
Yes. What is it? End of September? It's soon. Mid-September? It's coming
September
out this
16th.
Month. Okay. Oh my God, so soon. Woohoo.
Jessica, what are the kids talking about these days?
All right. This one is just a quick, you got mad at me when you didn't know some of the Gen Z slang.
Yeah.
And so this one popped up and I wanted to make sure you were aware of it.
Okay.
Have you heard of Shrekking?
No. Like the movie?
Yeah. So it's just a throwback to that movie, but it's in the dating world. And it's when Gen Zers are calling it that when you decide to like lower your standards for someone that you date them, but then you still get burned by them and they Shrek'd you and you're like, oh my God, like I gave you a chance and you still like left me high and dry.
I feel like that was my entire dating life. Like just every minute of every date in my 20s was Shrekking. Is that the only term?
Yeah, I just said that one. The rest breadcrumbing, ghosting.
Okay.
I mean, ghosting's been around a while, but I just was cracking up.
Breadcrumbing is good, I think.
That is a great term, yes. Yeah. And people do that so much. But it cracked me up because it's like the throwback to a movie of like our generation, too.
Yeah, they're like using it.
Yeah. And then all I could think of was, did we touch on a bit of that Barstool Sports when it was Zach Bryan, the country guy, dating Brianna Chicken Fry.
Oh, yeah.
That was, I just still remember like Dave Portnoy being like, man, when you give like the ugly guy a chance and then he like broke her heart and all this and she's gorgeous. And it was, I was like, that was a
huge Shrek
situation.
I think Taylor Swift is kind of Shrekking right now with that guy she just got engaged with, Travis Kelce.
I don't know. I wouldn't say.
I don't think he's that fab looking.
Oh, to each their own. I don't think he's very smart.
True.
I mean, she's like so intelligent with business and her songwriting. And he literally is a dumb jock. I don't understand how they connect in that way, but good for them.
Like, what do they talk about?
Yeah.
Over breakfast.
Right.
All right, let's move to conspiracy theories. So the first one is about glitter. This is really weird, but I saw it. So no one knows what's in glitter, basically. That's the bottom line. Like how glitter is made. It all stems from a New York Times journalist, Cindy Weaver. She tried to get a tour of this glitter factory called Glitter X. It's like the main manufacturer of glitter. And it was done a while ago, but it's kind of picked back up for some reason. And the company owner did not want her to come to the factory. He did not want to give her a tour of the factory. He did not want to allow her to listen to how glitter was made in the factory.
Okay.
She tried to ask kind of the rep of like who their major clients were. They would not tell her who the major clients were of glitter. And they would not allow her to know kind of like who else uses glitter outside of just like, what we know to be like, craft or cosmetics. And so there's this whole conspiracy going on of like, what is actually glitter? What is it actually made of? Now, some people are like, you could just Google it and like watch the glitter being made. But
you don't believe those videos.
The second weirder layer of this is like, there's a shortage of glitter going on right now.
Oh.
So it's like
probably from Taylor Swift's Eras tour.
Oh, really?
They just bought it. It was probably all used up.
They bought it all up.
All the people going.
And then the oddest thing too is that the rep from the companies, when this investigative journalist was like, no, please just tell me, who are the major clients of glitter? She said, well, it's used in something that you would never be able to tell it's used in. So everyone was like, the army, military weapons.
It's in bombs.
Yeah, something like that. Like, it's just very odd. It's very, very odd. And of course, people are saying that glitter is made of, like, if you look at marine boats, like it's the metallic flake finish. Others are linking it that it's made from something in the military. And therefore, we have a shortage because we're like, something's a brewing, with glitter.
Okay.
It is weird, though. Like, what is it made out of?
Never thought about it.
I think a lot of people just say it's plastic.
Yeah.
But
I was assuming it's just like harmful chemicals that they like don't want us to know.
Really?
Well, just all the stuff that has these like forever plastics in them. And if you're inhaling that, it's not great.
God, glitter?
How often are you interacting with glitter, Lauren? I'm not that concerned.
We have children who might want to play with glitter at some point.
Play with glitter? That's my nightmare. It's going to be everywhere.
And that was the other weird thing about the journalist is glitter should be everywhere in the manufacturing plant. Like it should be covered.
How do they contain?
And she said she didn't see any glitter. Like nothing. Like none on the floor. Nothing in the air.
Hilarious. Okay.
Isn't that weird?
I'm just cracking up at how like perturbed you are by this.
It's a little bit weird in my mind.
Okay.
All right. The second conspiracy theory is that I didn't realize this, but it's kind of getting popular online as well. There was a man. His name was Glenn Edwards Rogers. He was called the Casanova Killer. Okay. He admitting to killing Nicole Brown, O.J. Simpson's wife.
What?
He admitted to it. In a documentary that was put on by his brother, he boasted of killing 70 people. He posed as a handyman in LA, and she had a handyman come over and paint her like house recently. And in the documentary, his brother claims that this handyman killer basically said to the brother, OJ has hired me to go steal back jewelry from Nicole Brown Simpson. Mm-hmm. And he said, you may have to kill her to get it. So he admitted to this in his documentary.
But OJ was involved.
OJ was involved, but he was not the killer of Nicole Brown Simpson.
Okay. But you're still just as liable for hiring a hitman.
Well, the LAPD said that we've watched the documentary and we know who killed Nicole Brown Simpson. But we're not willing to like pursue this any further. And everyone's like, wait a second, this man just admitted to killing her.
Yeah, but
you're not going to pursue it? Now he's dead. He's dead. The handyman killer's dead.
Oh, okay. I'm like, also, like, if you're clearly a psycho, if you've killed that many people, they just want...
Right. Maybe there's media attention involved.
Yeah, they just want the spotlight. They'll say anything. Like, a normal person that had, like, no track, like, any, like, rap sheet and comes out of the blue to say they killed someone that's, like, an unsolved murder, I think they'd take a little more seriously.
Sure. Yeah. And clearly that brother probably wanted fame for his documentary.
OJ's dead, right?
Yeah. He passed away due to prostate cancer.
That was, like, pretty recently, wasn't it?
Yeah. It's just interesting, though, because it was, like...
It will forever be this.
A little mysterious,
Do we know for sure who did it?
So, I mean, there's no real conspiracy around that, to be honest, but it's just this fact that, like, people are like, why didn't they investigate that man who admitted to killing her?
Yeah.
When you have OJ. The last little conspiracy theory, which I think is so cool. So I am not an investor, but I wish I was. And I think there's like things that signal stuff going on in the economy, which I never know how to execute on them, right? But I just kind of, I think it's interesting when we pick it up. So the Pentagon right now has been ordering more late night pizza. Have you seen this? It's called the Pentagon Pizza Index.
Yeah.
And when there's more late night orders of pizza going to the Pentagon, people know that something is going to happen, that something's brewing.
Yeah.
And it's called, and the Pentagon Pizza Index has gone off the chart. More pizza has been delivered there late night than any other time period in U.S. history.
So what's about to happen? Yeah. Oh God. Okay. No, I had heard that one. That is wild. But they're gonna have to like start getting a little more creative with what they're ordering late night. Like, so they're like, people are on to us.
Switch to Taco Bell.
Yeah. Like, let's get Jimmy John's instead of Domino's tonight.
Which, of course, we don't know what that means or like what they're actually like brewing about.
Right.
But
like who's there working late?
But the pizza guys may know. Anyway. You heard it here first, folks.
Yeah.
Breaking news.
All right.
Wars are coming. No, I don't know what it is. No, please, let's not.
Oh my God.
Let's not put that out there.
You and your doom and gloom. So those other conspiracies that were all about the end of the world.
Either the world's ending or the war's coming. One of the two.
They're one and the same.
I think that's it, Jessica.
All right.
Great talking to you.
You too, Lauren.
Bye.
Bye.